Y'all, it's 4:30 in the morning. I just yawned. But I'm also a little annoyed. So the tear is is tearing. And the filter made it look black. Anyway, I'm annoyed, and I don't usually put my personal business out there. I usually stay motivational and encouraging, hence the name Blissful Empowerment. Um, and today I wanted to come on here because I just wanted to share. I saw this video on Facebook about Tyler. Oh my gosh, I forgot his last name. From Everybody Hates Chris. And this person was talking about how he was on an interview and he was just like talking about his character that blew up from Quinn's show, the most recent show that he's on. Long story short, what stood out to me is the fact that he said that he doesn't worry for anything because God always got him. And so I recently put a video up on TikTok about when like life feels destitute and when you're called for greater and things may seem outside like they're just falling away, they're withering away. And I'm going to be honest right now. I'm being challenged, I'm being stretched in relationships with family. And that was the bedrock. I just heard bedrock. That was the bedrock of my foundation for a long time without realizing it. And in the video, I talked about not suppressing your feelings and going through the darkness. And we're taught, this was a powerful revelation that I had that I wanted to share with you. And it's a moment of transparency because I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed at my family. And I was living in hurt. I was like, at one point I was like, yeah, the karmic family. Like, it was a lot of underlining shame. And I wasn't addressing it with the people who caused the pain because, and I said this to my friend the other day, I knew when I was a teenager, when I was younger, when I was going through most of the abuse, that they were unaccountable. Like, they could not hold themselves accountable for anything. So I developed this awareness and psychic ability to withhold their storms. And that, like I said, became the bedrock, the foundation of my life. And then when strife would happen, it was this persona of, and women, a lot of women go through this, of you got to be strong, and you got to, the song, you got to be strong, you got to be wiser. That song came to me because it's just like, that's what women in the whole entire world goes through and on earth, of this persona of being strong means suppressing yourself for other people, sacrificing yourself for other people. And what does strong really look like? That's where I'm at now. And strong means being okay with having anger and not listening to other people. That's really what it is. Like, I was under this impression in the spiritual community of, don't really say how you feel, because when you manifest that. But when you have suppressed feelings, that's what you're really manifesting. You don't really realize that because your subconscious is creating that reality because it's trying to resolve the issue. And so right now, when I'm resolving issues with my family, it's just like, my ego is scared because I'm going to be honest, I'm fighting, it on the outside, it appears like I lost a legal battle with my housing, and it's just, the old me could have easily said, oh, like, this is unfair, whatever, keep on fighting. But the new me, the person who I am now, is like, what needs to be resolved, because I created this lesson for a reason. And it has nothing to do with about housing, and has everything to do with my placement within myself, my inner world. And I don't know how I'm going to move next. Literally transition physically somewhere else. Emotionally, though, I'm it's like I'm not serving two masters. I'm letting that shit go. And now I have this knowing, like Tyler said, is this like miracles are bound to happen. I'm getting the synchronizations and confirmations everywhere, and I don't know. And Tyler said, oh, well, the woman who was talking about the interview, when you use your gift and people see you, you don't know how God is going to use that, because everything's relational. So you don't know if you show up or how you show up. You don't know how someone sees you in the rooms that your name is being called into, and people who are calling on your name, and the people who are looking at you. So right now I could easily been discouraged, but no, I'm coming on TikTok like, hey, this is where I'm at. It wasn't my fault that the AC wasn't working for 3 months in the summer, and I was told by a lawyer, and I looked it up and I researched it, that in the southern states, like, that's actually illegal, and I'm not even gonna get into it. Like, I'm here now, and I was in a hospital for a while, and I didn't even want to share that because I'm still like processing it, and it had nothing to do with my mental health. Like, it had nothing. It has had everything to do with a soul contract, like a destiny contract that I had, and the revelations that came from it, like, is phenomenal. So I count it all joy, and so it's not my fault that I missed the hearing, and I'm just letting it go, because it's like, well, what am I really meant to do next? I would love to travel, and not look at external and say this is a situation. 444 on the time. Wow. So yes, a part of me is scared. But at the same time, I'm breaking down that foundation, that bedrock that I was so scared to really look at. So now it's like, holy shit, now that I've dismantled that, I'm creating new. I'm creating my house on a solid foundation. Now it's like, holy crap, like, it really can be only up from here. And I'm excited to see how that's going to look, because God will never betray you. God is doing things in your life so you can see yourself and see how you're causing yourself strife, so that you could build anew. And the new is really not up to you, your human self, your lower self. It's up to your highest self, because you're always growing, even if it may take quote unquote time. You're here for a reason, and it's up to you to find out what that reason is. So I hope this encouraged you. I know it encouraged at least one person, and that's okay with me. And I'm going to put this out with no hashtag. So if you see this and you stuck to the end, and you stuck until the end, not stuck, I don't even want to say that, and you're here, you're watching, you're listening, thank you, I love you. And let me know how you feel. Let me know what you're going through in the comments as to why this resonated with you. I would love to connect with you guys, because we're all in this together, I'm doing this for me, for you. So yeah, till next time.